Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a get ready with me because I have a lot of makeup that I have accumulated during this worldwide situation that we're having. I didn't want to do a haul because it was going to be the longest haul in the entire history of YouTube. So I thought that it would be better to just do a couple of get ready with me and I will show you the makeup that I got. I have 1/3 of my complexion done because I have a couple of things that I'm going to complement it with. Everything new that I'm going to use in this video, I have it here. The other is I love Linda Hallberg as a makeup artist and also as a brand. So I ordered her last palette and it came in this really lovely packaging. The palette is the Infinity Glam palette. It comes in the same size-wise. I love, to me, give me the vibes of kind of smoke behave. I love the art. So this is the unique card. In the back of it, it has all the ingredients. And this is a vegan. It has 24-month shelf life. The same artwork in the front of the palette. And this is the palette itself. I'm so in love. So much in love. And this is what we're going to use for eyes, and I think I'm going to use it for blush, also for highlight, and maybe, yeah, I can do this for contour. Also, I got this Too Faced Worn This Way translucent setting powder. Supposedly this has a lot of great reviews, so I'm hoping that I would like it as well. I got this lash primer from Lovestruck, which I don't use lash primers, but I'm intrigued, and also it is in black. Usually the lash primers are white or bone white, so we're gonna use this one. So let's just start. I have already applied my foundation and also my concealer, which now we're gonna proceed to use the loose powder. I can't even open the box. It's a twist-off cap. It has a lead to the snifter. I really appreciate this sort of things because you won't have a mess. Also, I have this Suva Beauty brush. I think it is soft enough to use it for setting my under eye. What I had in my brush, I'm going to lightly apply it. And so far, so good. Yes, I like it. Let's see how it performs during the day. Now I'm gonna set my entire complexion. I'm gonna use my MAC 150 brush. It has mattified a little bit my complexion, not so much because you still can see some radiance peeking through my complexion, which I like, I enjoy that. Now we are going to continue with the palette. I'm gonna go to the shade Flare, which is this color. Oh, it has a really nice shade to it. See it there? And I apply a little bit higher than I would normally go for, but we are gonna fix it. It shows a lot more than I thought it would in my skin, which is a yay. I'm gonna take just a teensy bit of Crater, which is the darkest one in the palette, just to see how it looks, and I'm just going to graze it a little bit over everything. And it is really dark, so I'm going to go back to my powder brush to blend it a little bit because it turned out to be a lot more darker. I can use both of them, but I have to be really careful, and it would depend on what I'm looking for as a finished. But so far, so good. I have two blush shades here, which I want to use them both, Day and Zenith here, and both of them look so nice. I think I'm gonna use again the Suva brush. First I'm gonna go to Day, peachy tone one, which I love this kind of shades, and I'm going to apply it into my cheeks. I love this sort of color. I'm gonna use the other one, but higher up, here in this area. A little bit going on top of my bronzer slash contour. I'm going to use the same brush, making sure to get rid of the excess and just in the back. Just so you can appreciate both shades, I'm going to swatch them here in my pan. This is Day and this is Scent. This is the one that I use on the back of my cheeks or really high up in my cheek, and this is the one that I use slightly in the apples of my cheek. For highlighting, we have 4 highlighters here, or 4 shades that it could be used as highlighter, which are these 4 shades. This palette is divided in 4 mattes, and this is for let's just say more highlighting shades. I can get away with this 2 as an highlighter and this 2 as a blush topper. I'm going to do a mix as well, starting with Calypso, and then I'm going to apply dust just in the highest point. I'm going to use another new brush that I got. I love this brand, by the way, Royal and Land Nickel. This is the Moda Pro BMX-150 brush. This is a fan brush, and it had been a really long time since I had used a fan brush. Sorry for the light fluctuation. I tried to use natural light and it is all over the place. So now we're gonna go for the other side. Gonna repeat the same process. And now it's raining. A little bit on the bridge of my nose and in my cupid's bow. Now I'm gonna take again my powder brush and buff everything into place because I think it is a little bit too shiny. Now, since we're gonna start the eye look, I'm gonna use my Milani Eyeshadow Primer to prep my lids. I think I'm gonna start with the same shade that I use firstly as a blush. Since it is a matte shade, it has a little bit of kick up in the pan. And make sure to just tap the excess of your brush. I'm using the Elizabeth Moth Taper Blending Brush. And I'm going to apply this above my natural crease. I have downturned a little bit hooded eye, so I shouldn't use my natural crease to apply a transition shade, because I will make the drop or the droopiness of my eye a lot more noticeable than it already is, and I would rather not. So higher it is. Now I'm gonna go to the other shade that I apply in my cheeks, called Zenith, and I'm gonna use the same brush. It has the same behavior, a matte shade with a little bit of kick up in the pan. Just tap the excess of your brush, and I'm going to place it a little bit lower than Day. Firstly, I'm tapping the pigment in, and now for the blending. I'm placing it basically all over my lid. I'm going to pinch the brush, and I'm gonna go to the shade Day, which was the first one that we used, and I'm going to graze it all over my bottom lashes. I'm going to intensify the look a little bit just in my outer corners, and I'm gonna mix Flare, first shade that I use for bronzing my face, and I'm gonna mix it a little bit with the other shade, which was Crater, and I'm using the Linda Hallberg 304 brush for it, and I'm just placing it in my outer corner. Just a teensy bit there. Let's just use this pencil brush, and I'm gonna stick to the shade Crater, which is the darkest one, and I'm going to place it on top of my bottom lashes, all over my bottom lashes, and I'm going to apply the same shadow all over my top top-rim. But I think I'm gonna use another brush that can help me. I'm gonna use the Hallberg 333 brush. And I'm going to apply it all over my top rim. This, what it's going to do is give you a lot more lashes, well, a lot more dense, voluminous lashes. And in my case, I'm going to widen it in the ending part, just to help my eyes not to look as hooded as they are. I'm gonna use the shade Comet, and I'm going to press it into the rest of my mobile lid, and it has this pink shift to it. Such a lovely shade. And I'm gonna go to Dust, the first highlighting shade that I applied, and I'm going to place it in the middle. There. And I think we're almost done. I'm going to tightline my top lashes, and I'm going to apply a nude shade to my bottom. I'm gonna curl my lashes, and we're gonna come back because I have a primer, and I remember that I have a primer for my lashes. I'm gonna use the lash primer. It has a regular one. I'm gonna go for the mascara. I'm gonna use one that I know, which is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. And now I'm going to apply it into my lashes. Well, so far what can I appreciate? The primer did what my first mascara coat would have. So this is one coat of mascara with the primer. As I said, the primer did what the first coat of mascara would have. Now we're going to let it dry, and for the lips, I'm going to do a lip liner and just the gloss. This Jonteblu in the shade 955 Spice. I'm gonna go with this iconic London in the shade. It's a lip plumping gloss in the shade Lovestruck. So sweet, this is the final look. I did a little bit in my hair because I was looking like a hot mess, but now we look like people. Thank you very much. And this is what I'm going to wear today when I have to run a couple of errands, and I'm really much happy with what I got. Let's go over everything new that I tried. We start with the powder. The powder so far looks nice. My under eye looks really natural. Let's just say it isn't looking crepey or cakey. I have the lines that I normally or naturally have. I love how my complexion looks with the powder. So far, so good. The radiance that I have, it modifies it, but I still have it, which I'm more than happy with it. From that, we jump straight to the palette, which it doesn't surprise me. It is the same behavior, and I got the same quality that I got from all the palettes that I have from Hallberg. This looks so nice. I love this color story. The other thing that we got to use, it was the lash primer. I haven't used lash primer. Let's just get that out of the way. So I cannot vouch for a lot of things because I don't have experience with it, but what I did notice was that it performs like the first coat of mascara that I would have put on, and when I apply my mascara, it didn't behave different. It just applied through my lashes just as if it wasn't a primer. Then we went for lips. I switched the lip thing because the shades were a lot more rosy than it would match the entire look. But I like what I have now. It complements a lot what I have in my eyes. So everything that I tried, I like. I love the palette. So this is it. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, press the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate it. And if you want to get notified every time I upload a video, press the notifications bell. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.